I don't know if that's a Magnum or not.
Could be
but
a
it sounds
Magnum.
like what he is.
Well, there's several different Magnums. There's 3 Magnum, there's 4 Magnum, there's 7 Magnum.
Magnum PI.
There's Magnum
That's
PI.
exactly.
How about make this one?
There's pulling a Magnum. There's Magnum ice cream. There's Mag tires. These things, Mag tires, are you kidding me? Back in the day, you're like, what's he got? Mag tires. They're like
Mag lights.
solid pieces of
Mag
plastic and your BMX bike. And you're like,
And
holy
Mag
shit.
rims, too.
He's got Mag rims, dude. And we went on them for a while. We're like, nah, fuck this shit, man. It ain't cool no more. We went back to spokes. Not 24, 48. Shit was spoked out. You can't even believe. Then we started skating for a while. Like, fuck all that shit with the bikes, man. We gonna skate. It was real. Then we went back to bikes, and then basketball and the swimming pool. Basketball all day. Every day, basketball, swim pool, basketball, swim pool. You're like, shit, are we swimming or what's going on? So tired, you don't know what's going on, you don't care. And then the skateboarding ramp in the night, with all the lights put up on all the corners and the trees so that you could see down onto the skateboard ramp that was professionally made. And it was slick as dog shit on the doorknob first time we got on it.
Oh, God.
That's slick. I mean, dog shit is one thing, but
Owl
doorknob,
shit.
owl shit.
Owl shit is what I've always heard.
It was some slick shit. But after a while, it got broke in. You know. And then we would go off the side of it, throw a piece of plywood down, do airs off the side, land on the plywood. Just get bored. You're like, let's go do that. And it's fun.
Nothing could possibly go wrong.
What could go wrong? You ever hear of the huge metal ramp in Athens?
All we heard about Athens was the Beast. And that
The
was
Beast is what I'm talking about.
it was a 10-foot ramp.
metal.
I never rode the Beast.
It was just down the
I never
street
even
from where
seen
we
the
grew
bee.
up in Athens.
Where we grew up on Peter Street, it was just down the road.
Up the hill.
EJ,
This is
up
some
the hill.
straight up
the
animal
people,
chin shit right
Yeah, no, I
right
remember,
up
I
the
remember
street
that.
from the people who had that, the
The
swimming
lion
pool
thing.
that turned
Lions.
into a turtle pond.
And the lion lady
Do you
who's the
remember
lion
that?
eater.
Yes.
Yep.
No, that was the
No,
other
No,
side.
that was a different
Other side.
line
That
lady.
was the other
The
side of
lions.
yeah, the other side of the hill.
No, there were lions right beside us, but those
Yeah.
are the ones that the male lion got loose and wandered around downtown. After that, they made him get rid of it. The lion that ate the lady's baby was a different lion that Mom knew. They knew like 2 fucking people
No,
with
it
lions in the
was,
80s. It was a different woman.
I heard that it was a guy that had lions and the lions mauled him, but that was farther up Peter Street towards where the loop crosses.
I don't know. All I remember is that I remember our neighbors having lions because I remember
look this up.
going back there and like they
I
had
remember
their
the lions.
yeah. No, I remember
But I also
like living
remember there
next
being
to
the
them.
fact that there was more than one. Yeah.
Yeah, there were. Mom
lion
knew more
on
than one
Peter
people.
Street at that time.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Have
And
you
it
ever
was
been
it was the
face to
big male
face
that
with
got
a
loose.
lion?
Yes,
Have you ever
I
been
have
face to face
actually.
with a bear?
Our neighbors used to have lions when we were
Okay,
kids.
then you know, I'm talking like the ones about this
Oh,
big.
yeah.
That's why I'm not
Creepy
afraid
thing.
of. I realize I'm not afraid of large animals.
They
Well,
weren't.
no, my
they
first
weren't
cat
our
was
true
like
neighbors.
1,000
They were up
pound
the
lion.
street, but they took
Yeah.
us to see them. I remembered that. And
shit
they
ran at me.
did
That
not
was
act
not
like friendly
fun.
lions towards children.
Oh no, the ones I remember were like they weren't. I don't think they caused an issue except the male got loose and like that's. Now
If
that
they
was,
charge
that was
you,
like the same time
You
that
do not
the
break eye contact.
lady ate their baby. The lions ate someone's baby. I don't know how many people Mom knew that had lions throughout her life, but I knew that she knew one person
I
who
remember
they ate
the
the baby.
person,
I remember hearing about someone getting mauled by one, but
the
I don't think that
adult
was our
male
neighbor
getting
though.
mauled. That's
But they
all
might
I
just
remember
have, they
from
might not
growing
have
up
told me
there.
that because they figured it might have scared me. I mean, I knew that he got loose, but like
I
And then they were
remember
gone
Cobras
after
are
being
that.
aware that there were
Lions are damn
Oh.
fucking lions. Fucking
Lions
cobras,
are
them some bitches are every
group animals.
motherfucking where.
Yeah, no, lions are group
They're gonna
animals,
wait
so
till you go to
they'll-
sleep and then creep up in your fucking house.
The bears at Bear Hollow Zoo
Mm.
were kept as pets, similar way.
Oh God.
didn't know that.
Oh my God, there
That's
were like
why
all
they
sorts
can't
of
be
crazy,
released,
stupid
is 'cause
animals in
from
Athens
cubs
in the day.
they were kept.
Yep.
Huh.
And I remember when we were kids, you could pet one of them. Like,
That was
and then they stopped that after a while. But they stopped letting it pet the animal because the pony bit someone though. It wasn't because of any other.
The first dog I was scared of was an Akita,
EJ, do you remember the?
and they were used to hunt
Yes.
bears.
Yes.
And that
Oh.
Akita was
Fuck.
mean.
Those guys are.
Like that movie where they go hit the baseball bat, the baseball over the fence. And
Yeah,
they
Sandlot.
yes,
Sandlot.
so good.
we had that
Yes.
fucking dog, but he was a fucking Akita.
Yeah, they're
And he was in a
nasty.
fence, and none of us, and I don't think nobody ever went up in that fence.
Lost.
That motherfucker was a big, it's a big black dog that just looked mean as shit. And nobody ever fucked with that one.
It's so funny because I've known one small white Akitas. Bailey.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen Akitas
They're a
before, but
fucking rare breed.
He was
Very
American
seclusive.
Husky or
Like it never
Nah, he was
barked.
Akita, dude.
they're one-person dogs. Like seriously, they're really good with their owner, and everybody else, they're kind of.
Bailey was
Funky
a
with.
white Akita.
Bailey was a funky dog though. Bailey was a little unusual.
He definitely wasn't purebred.
Yeah.
He was, yeah, named after Barnum Bailey because he would pick up on tricks and things like that. And
I'm trying to figure out what Boomer was.
I remember one time he actually got stepped on and his paw was injured and he remembered the sympathy.
Oh God.
And then it's like you would catch him and he would forget which paw was supposed to be injured and he would be playing the sympathy thing with the wrong paw. And yeah.
You remember
He
Magic
became-
would start limping?
Uh-huh.
He'd do the fake limp when he wanted, and then
like the
it would just
horses that
mysteriously
play dead
vanish.
when it's like someone tries, yeah.
Yeah.
Magic could be like, oh, got the bro, I'm
I'm in
lame,
pain,
I'm
I'm
going
so
lame,
lame.
and you're going there, it's like, what the heck? There's no stone.
Then
There's,
you turn him loose and he runs off in the pasture bucking and kicking,
Yeah.
and you're like, lying there.
gotcha.
Just on a personal
If you started
sidebar,
limping, he'd start limping too, though. It was the other really fun thing with him.
just
He
kind of
was-
like on
he
one
was
of those
weird.
like tangent.
It was fun.
I'm stoned. Let's think about this. Can you imagine how much fun it would be to get on one of those fucking race horses? And you knew how to ride. You
It's-
could
We can.
ride
Yeah,
we can.
I've done it before.
We
a
It's
fucking racehorse.
I've been
it's
on.
fun, but it's scary because you
I've
know
never
if
been
you,
like
if
I
you
was a
come
little
off, you're
kid the
getting
last
hurt.
time I was on horses. When I
Yeah,
was real little, my
no.
granddaddy put me on one with bareback, and I fell off. And then later on, I got on one with a saddle when I was about 12 or 13. And I haven't been back on a horse. Like I got into motorcycles.
I've been on a bunch of race
and
horses.
The horse we
But
were
a
just
horse
talking
is
about,
different. Like that is a fucking
They're alive.
Granny,
organism.
it's got
They're
Magic.
alive. Yeah.
Magic, the horse we were just talking about, he was a barrel racer. All right.
Very fast and very
So,
maneuverable.
Everyone was riding horses up in the arena, and I was like, well, I'll just hop on Magic bareback and ride on up there. Well, that's when all the other horses decided they were going to get a little frisky and do their, and so Magic veers off about 3/4 the way to the riding arena and starts following them, and he starts honing in, and he gets up in front of them, and I'm bareback riding on, like hanging on to his mane and riding for my life as I thought, but every time he turned and he kept me on his back.
He did it. He would step
He
under
actually,
you.
yeah.
Yeah.
He actually baked. And I saw clods of dirt fly up as he turned. And this was a horse that was probably 18, 19 years old
God, yeah, he was
at
ancient.
the time. And he's just like, I'm getting my run in, and I got you on my back, and you're going to stay
Yeah,
there.
well, for a lot of those
Yeah.
That's what it
horses,
felt like.
be-
He's like, I've got you on my back, man, and you're going to
and
stay
you're not
there.
gonna fall
Yeah,
because
they-
a lot of them
they
figured
really
out
didn't want
it
you
became
off.
a game to them, and they figured out
Yeah.
the
Game's
fun of
over if the person falls off.
They figured out that like this person riding me is
Shit.
the one showing me where fresh water is, where to eat.
Oh no, he was doing the driving. He was doing the driving completely. He knew what game he was playing, and all the other horses that weren't being ridden in the arena were frolicking and doing basically laps around the pasture that we had open at the time. And
It's the same premise.
his
for-
game was to be at the head of all those horses, and I was along for the ride. And yeah, I just learned it's like I grabbed his mane, but he kept me on him, and I didn't fight it. And yeah, eventually ended up at the arena where I wanted to be, but
Get you there in the end. It's just gonna take a while.
yeah, a little
Yeah.
bit more awake and heart rate a little more racing than I was expecting when I got there, but the horses had their good time. When I used to take them up to, when I rode with Sarah, we would ride around the pasture, Jubilee Partners pasture up there over
That's
the
a
bridge.
nice place to ride. You've got that nice long
We would
hill that you can
do
run up.
our warm-up ride where we would walk through the woods, then trot around the pasture one time, and then we would just let them loose.
Yep.
And
It has just this nice gentle hill all the way up.
I got
behind the
no
pasture.
Sirius
music.
horse was
I'm
about
fucking
the
going
same
in my head
age.
all through mountain biking
Uh,
because we rode.
Up in Dahlonega it was horses and mountain bikes. And mountain bikes, whenever there's a horse coming, you get off your bike, pull off to the side, and let them go.
right?
But they're like, you're riding places to where I don't even know if I can fucking walk in that shit. And people are taking horses in there, and you're like, holy hell. And there's sometimes when they're going up and they're just sitting on they got saddlebags
They call
full of beer,
There's
and they're
yeah.
they're just going up, and you're out there pedaling, and like,
But there's
holy
a
hell.
term for that kind of horse.
I don't know what it is, but dude, when I think about it, like, I'm going down trails that it's hard. Like, I've been doing this for 20 years now. Actually, more than that.
It's mountain
And I'm
road.
on a bike,
They
and
call it-
I'll get behind my seat post and go down hills.
They
And
call
these
it mountain
motherfuckers are on
broke, though.
horses.
Yeah,
Holy
the horses
shit.
are mountain broke.
That is.
They
it's-
know where
it's-
they're putting their feet at every goddamn.
It is the most,
point.
and it's never been documented on film, but I would like to go document it. I would like to have somebody document it, because it is, mountain bikers say this is like Black Diamond #5. Hard shit. And these people are on horses
Yeah,
doing it, and we're like, holy.
your mountain bike doesn't
On a
have
bike,
a mind
it doesn't
of its
have
own,
it doesn't
though,
has a
dude.
mind of its own. Mountain bike, you turn it, it's gonna turn. You're on a horse that's looking.
You're
and
on a horse and you try and turn the horse the wrong way, and he's
Hey.
gonna be like, hell
Hell no.
fucking no. That's what mountain broke is.
Holy shit! It's the most
They're
amazing.
They know where to
fucking thing.
put their feet.
I
They
can't even.
become.
I don't know how to put it into words.
It's
I've
like a horse that is a mountain goat. They're mountain
That's what it
broke
is.
Means
They're like half goat, half horse.
are not going to put their foot on scree. They're not going to put their foot somewhere where they don't know it's going to support their weight.
It's some of
Yeah.
the most amazing thing. And when you ride down a trail and you're screaming down through there and there's deer running right beside you. That shit is fun.
And then you see your front wheel take off.
All I can think about is don't. And you're like, it's like you're in a
pass
car.
your front wheel.
Please don't jump in front of me, dear. Holy
But
shit!
In a
And they're going so fucking fast.
In a bike though, dude, you have
We were
so
going
much more to worry
35,
about.
40 miles an hour, straight up downhill, and deer are
And you
running
lose a
with
nut. You lose a fucking wheel. You break
You
a
are
link.
you.
On a horse,
Oh,
you're not gonna do that. Nah. A horse might put their foot down the wrong place, but a bike.
If you fall off a horse, you're falling from here. If you fall off a bike, you're falling from your waist down usually. And everything in street bike racing is from here. If you fall, you duck and roll.
The horse, though, actively avoids falling.
That's true.
You can't go as fast as like you're saying. And in mountain bike, speed actually...
Speed, I can outrun a horse on my bike.
Speed basically is equal to stability as long as you're not taking turning and things like that into account.
Yeah, but when you can go super fast on a bike, you can blow horses. You can blow
As long as you go
motorcycles.
straight.
You can outrun. We did this on BMX
Try and
bikes.
turn.
We outran motorcycles on BMX bikes down trails. They didn't believe us, and we said, we're faster than you down these trails, and we blew their doors off. Just because we knew that the trails were real skinny, we knew the trails were faster. I don't know, the damn drones going through the Coliseums, that's the future of racing.
Yeah.
This is 3D. You're not racing.
VR
left
racing. VR racing.
It's VR racing, but pretty soon we're gonna have people in those motherfuckers. You can believe that. You don't think
It's
so?
not a drone anymore,
Why?
then it's just
Yeah,
an
you're right.
airplane
Why did you
race.
get in
Well,
there?
I mean,
father
but the
was
thing
with
is
a
you've
person.
already got that with like the Red Bull aerial competition.
Yeah,
where
but I
people
would
do it
get
in
out-
small
You
planes.
talk
I
about
was-
drone racing through the Coliseum and
Through
things
the-
like
and-
that.
I
Why
know,
would you
and I'm
get in?
saying-
Like I just said it, but I didn't
Why
think
would
it.
you risk your life?
Why would you get in the vehicle when you can
Fluid
race it
tog or whatever is completely different.
and
That's
wreck it,
just,
get another one? Yeah, exactly. Why you can race it, wreck it, get another one. Who's the fastest? It's the future of racing. Because basically everybody that races has one principle. Let's all have the same car and see who's the fastest.
Right.
Who's best at that one time. That's where also you come into the whole VR part of it. It's not about you having the best equipment, it's about you being the best pilot. You don't have to actually be there physically to be the best pilot. Come on. You guys seen the videos, the goddamn movies, everything?
On the small scale, no. Like if you're talking about the size of a stadium or racetrack.
On.
But if you're talking about like around the world, like yeah, you would have to have a pilot because the
You
lag.
haven't seen any of the videos of actual drone racing, drone battles, fucking robot war.
Right, but that's
Come
close
on,
enough where the
that's
speed of light
exactly the
transmission
same
of your
thing.
radio waves doesn't matter. There's not enough lag. But over larger distances, that does become
So
a
what, are
problem.
we planning on intergalactic drone fighting?
Just around
I
the world.
didn't know that we were... Okay.
Because
so
and the biggest
come
problem you
up
come with that is
with
because you've got to bounce them off of satellites.
lasers.
Right, but I'm saying even at the speed of sound, going up and coming
That's
back
not
down,
sound, that's light.
or light.
Lasers. That's for everything. I swear.
It's always
Always
lasers
going on
with him.
lasers.
They can explain in their airspace. They pursue these vehicles, get outrun, outmaneuvered. This is documented
Oh yeah.
film. And yet, we're not.
Experimental aircraft.
Yeah.
Unless it's some alien joyriding like in Far Side and just totally messing with our pilots.
Well, that's my whole thing, and y'all can think I'm crazy, but I don't care.
You're in good company.
I don't think that we are the center of the universe. I
Right.
think there have been several civilizations well beyond us that may have coded our DNA and keep fucking with it to make civilization go on.
They found sugar in like meteorite remains. So like that's something that normally comes from like organic life, sugars.
Right.
They shouldn't form in like supernova.
There's just too much symmetry in the universe. I don't know.
Incoming track.
Another perfect example is the astronauts that went to the moon. Those motherfuckers ain't been right since.
Right.
Because they saw some shit out there that changed their whole world. And they can't talk about it, but
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure. Doesn't Buzz Aldrin say like?
Where's Area 51 at?
Nevada.
It doesn't exist.
Also 51? David, what is
Prime number.
Prime number.
Yes. Yes.
No, it's not. It's divisible by 3.
Oh.
that's my whole thing with the
51
Ow.
is divisible by 3.
And
everything in the whole universe is divided
17.
perfectly in
Yeah.
symmetry with numbers.
So it's the product of 2 primes, but it's not itself prime.
oh, even better yet is the product of 2 primes. Am I right? The product of 2 primes versus the prime itself. Now,
No. There's one more product in
product of 2 primes?
Well, if you can bend light, you can bend time.
No.
Yeah, you can. They've been
No,
doing it
because
for
light,
thousands.
no, if you can bend space. If you can create
Space
gravity,
is-
then you can
Space
affect
is
time.
already circular.
No, light, you can bend light because light technically has like photons have a massless mass. It's one of those weird quantum thingies.
They are matter.
They are.
But to affect time, you have to affect space because space and time are the same thing. So you have to create gravity, which has a direct influence on space and therefore time. As the classic example, satellites currently in orbit have to be adjusted because their times run at a slightly different rate. Their clocks run at a slightly different rate than those here on Earth because they are not as affected by the gravity of the Earth. They're further out of the gravity well.
You can jump time.
Everybody knows that gravity is created by gradient differential in the atmosphere as
I thought it was
well as
created by
strong
giant-
electromagnetic forces
giant
that attract us to the
field
ground.
balls.
You globe earthers just are all
You globe
spouting the party line about gravity.
And time.
Time is an
Density
illusion.
and buoyancy.
Lunchtime,
Lunchtime doubly
so.
so. Yes.
If Earth is flat, then does time not take on quite a different perspective as far
Earth
as...
is flat, but the space it's in is curved. That's the problem.
If people can jump light years to get here, they can go through time.
Yes. Now that is true. If you can exceed the speed of light, then you have a chance to basically effectively travel in time.
That's
course. You would
Not
only be able to
relative to
travel-
like where you came from, but you could. The light we're seeing from stars is however many hundreds of years old,
speed
depending on
of
how
whose
far they
light?
are.
This is why Bigfoot is invisible.
Well,
It's because he can disappear into
You can travel away from
Just
yourself and
separate.
then travel the same distance
I
back towards
prefer-
yourself, and you'll be in the future. So there's no going back.
Veronica swears that she has
He's a Nubian
Bigfoot
species.
You can go
sighting
back to some
out
other
at
frame.
the
Like-
The idea is at the
Yeah,
time
he's
before-
been-
Wait, what? I want to hear about the Bigfoot. What's this now?
Veronica, when she lived next to the outpost, the next property over, the old sports ball player's property, she heard some crazy shit up in a tree that was in level with her, or on level with her second story bedroom window, and
Good
looked
skill.
out and saw some creature out there making crazy ass sounds.
You're right with your left hand.
I'm thinking it was a bobcat
You're like,
now.
you're not ambidextrous.
But
it
she
looks like a
said
very
she
old
saw
girl, that's why I don't like
reflected
my left hand.
eyes and
Yeah,
it was
unpracticed doesn't
making
mean you can't use it.
earthly
Like I can write
sounds.
perfectly flat, it just
and,
looks really bad. That's why I write with
was
my right.
Right, you haven't practiced writing with your left
but
hand.
larger than a bread box, smaller than a refrigerator.
So
And-
Bigfoot's right out. It's at least for
Well, Bigfoot isn't supposed to climb trees and yell
It's a
at
Nubian
people's
species.
first story windows.
They can
either.
appear and
So
disappear.
maybe, yes.
Bigfoot is stalking her.
Yeah. No, I don't think that was it. I think she
This is
saw.
mating song.
I think she saw a fucking
The
bobcat.
bobcat, yeah.
It could have been a genetically engineered bobcat.
Oh, that's definitely what it was.
Because there's several labs around here, and you think they're
They
just
call it
old
Big
chicken
Cat.
houses?
Familiar of Bigfoot is the genetically
Big cat.
engineered bobcat.
Yeah, that's what
With
happened.
The bobcats warned Bigfoot, and that's why they've never been seen.
You can't see a bobcat Bigfoot.
Have you ever seen a bobcat?
A Bigfoot bobcat.
I have seen a bobcat.
Briefly, right?
Yeah, now some
But have you ever
crazy
seen a
shit.
bobcat
Yeah,
and
dude.
Bigfoot in the same
You don't
room at the
see
same
a
time?
bobcat for
No.
more than briefly.
You haven't,
You said
have
you
you?
saw one for
I
more
saw a
than
bobcat in a
briefly.
zoo one time.
Briefly? No.
No.
More than briefly.
They're hard to
More than
catch
briefly.
at the zoo even.
There was one at the fucking
I saw the one
road.
that jumped out in front of me on the driveway down
And
here.
you know it's a cat. They move different
Dude.
than other creatures. And I was like, holy,
it
I've never seen
literally
a
jumped
bobcat
out of the
before.
cedar tree about 10 feet from the driveway. I'm pretty sure it was bedded down there and I startled it. Jumped into the middle of the driveway, looked at me with a very feline, fuck you kind
Yeah,
of
they're
expression, and then jumped and was out of my headlights.
Yeah, they're crazy.
And it was just gone. And I was like, oh, maybe that's why we don't have these squirrels around anymore. Apparently, Ben's seen, the guy who's been hunting over here, has seen bobcats and foxes. And I'm just like, do your thing, yeah. I don't have any livestock, anything that's
Right.
threatened by you guys. Take out the squirrel.
Take out the
because
skunks. That's the fucking worst thing
They'll
to
take
go up
out,
on in the middle of the night.
Bobcats will take out the armadillos, skunks. Bobcats will take out.
Damn
any
you
fucking
armadillos.
thing.
And damn you people that brought this fucking pigs up here. Michael may bitch about some shit, but I am totally on board with him bitching about them bringing
Well,
them
did you
pigs
guys-
up here. They tear up every fucking thing.
Over here in
woman-
Texas, some feral hogs
Texas.
killed a woman.
Yes.
Like
She
in
was
a
out
suburban
in her
neighborhood.
yard and they.
I know.
Yeah,
Those were
dude.
trained dogs. It was murder.
I hate these motherfuckers. I've never even seen them. I just hate them because they fucked up our whole mountain bike trail.
All right, gang.
Automatic weapons for everybody.
Yeah.
Shoot them hogs. You better have something that'll unload.
Do you know how to hunt them?
With a spear.
Oh, I know how to shoot automatic.
Goddamn, yeah, like you said, a fucking assault rifle. That's how you
That's-
hunt.
that's what you
Right,
take.
But
And that's how they're hunting them in Texas
No.
You
because
take
they
the
had to.
you
SKS
gotta
out.
fucking hunt them. Because they're smart and they're invasive.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not like
And
going out in a stream and catching
They
fish like
know
this. They
when something is
multiply
changed.
in mass numbers. You have to kill them in mass numbers. And these people thought it
I'm
would be
hearing
cute.
helicopter. Alright, a minigun, like maybe General Electric's, what is the, yeah.
Gatling
Go ahead
gun.
and just cut some trees down while you're at it.
And people have no idea that this is a major thing. It's fucked Texas
You guys know
all
what we
up.
should do to take care of hogs?
The farmers will go ape
Engineer
shit.
A family of bobcats.
Oh God.
I'll tell you this,
Bigfoot.
within about a year
How
or
could it go
two,
wrong?
the farmers will go ape shit.
We'll
And these
make
farmers
it so
around
they
here have a lot of money.
Extremely long tusks like fangs, and they'll
We'll make
be
miniature
3
saber-toothed
times the
cats.
size, and
Alright, maybe not miniature.
as kittens, they'll be
Stupid,
extremely
dumbass rednecks.
cuddly, and
Beautiful
people will
baby.
take them in.
Don't ever be a stupid
So
dumbass
And then they'll
redneck.
murder their owners in the night.
Jesus
No, they just
Christ,
leave.
it's fucking stupid.
Maggie.
Yeah,
Maggie,
that dog is stupid to you.
you are around stupid dumbass rednecks. Don't you become one of them. They're fucking stupid, Maggie.
I think Maggie's got a pretty good life, actually.
She knows what's going on.
Just around a bunch of counties.
She is a townie.
She's a county dog.
She's the city dog. You know, Trip's country dog. Comes out and visits her country cousin.
Best friend.
Maggie's all like, I'm not going to that creek. And Trip's like, already been
Yeah.
through that creek and in a hole on the other side.
I'm ear deep.
There was times when I thought Michael Moody was off his rocker, and then the more I came to know about the shit he was talking about, I was
You
like,
realize that, yeah, you're
these
right.
motherfuckers are fucking us. I had no
The
idea.
boat.
No. Those pigs.
Oh, the pigs.
No, I mean like the pigs in Washington.
Claymore mines.
Bro, we were out there. We went and walked that creek. We saw the pigs.
Oh, I know, yeah. Definitely
They
pigs
come
out
all the way into his yard.
there.
Dude.
Definitely pigs out there.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
They're dangerous. And that's why we gotta get more SKS around.
It's hot in here.
It is hot in here.
Everybody else warm.
What do you
It's
think,
sad
Danny?
to say. Well, no, I mean I have to go back on what I said several years ago, but I've done that a few times.
You know how?
No, the way I
No,
see,
you
the
know
only
how
way that I
trip
can
a hog.
see,
Trip a hog.
yeah, triple hog. I'm talking about
strip
like
a hog. If we shot one, you know how to actually get
Break it
meat
down.
from it.
EJ does.
No, he
Yeah.
doesn't.
I don't want to deal with a pig.
I'm pretty sure EJ can
That's-
butcher a hog.
Right.
when
There's
it,
a
like
specific
I
sealed
could,
swing.
but no,
Well,
I
no,
don't
I've never
want to.
thought about having to
Those semi-wild
authorize-
hogs have.
They've got those stink
Stink
glands that
glands.
you've got to
Yes.
avoid. Yeah.
I've never thought about having to
Y'all go.
authorize automatic weapons for civilian use, but when you come upon
I
a
brought
creature
that
like
on,
this,
EJ,
that will
to,
multiply.
Corey, that was-
Two, and been able to recover, but he dislocated his shoulder, and he threw me the throw rope, and he popped his shoulder back into socket, threw me the throw rope, and pulled me out, but in the process popped his shoulder back out of his socket, and at that point we were already at the bridge, because it was just like, blam, you know, you're downstream, and so I ran down, like he stayed with the boats, and I ran down trying
Trippy.
to capture my boat because I had my
Trippy.
phone and
Right.
my
Good.
gear in it. And I
Left
came
dog.
across that meth out redneck who stole my boat. He went out there in a John boat. He was going out in the flood and scavenging stuff. And he cited the law of finders keepers. And he was like that crazy meth out with like
God.
the little spittle in the corner of his
Yeah,
mouth.
Right.
yeah.
And just like red faced and like mad at me because his trolling motor had gone snagged on my fucking dry bag and gutted my dry bag and just like dropped all my shit all over the river. And he was mad at me because of that. And
It's like a fucking Jim Henson creation.
But why are you sitting like that, Maggie?
She's expressing her disdain for the fact that there's a lack of lap in this chair. She She says, this chair is missing a lap. That's what she said. Is that right, Maggie? You mean laps? Look at those eyes. Look at that look. Every little nuance of her existence to entice you into giving her a lap. Since I am that dog. Behold